What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Josh Wallace Show. This is episode 2 of a brand new series. We have a very special guest, you guys. He goes by @dbooked on Instagram. Go give him a follow. In my opinion, he has the best Devin Booker collection in the world, sports card collection. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing well, Josh. Thanks for the introduction. That means a lot.
So tell me a little bit, of how did you get started in the sports card hobby?
Okay, yeah. Just growing up, I used to be really into the baseball cards, actually, and I started buying up Mike Trout cards a lot. So I started collecting Mike Trout, and then had to sell it off for some cash. And then came the 2015-2016 draft class in basketball. Basketball has always been my favorite sport. And I don't know, just saw something in the Devin Booker. It took a couple releases, and it was like mid-season maybe for him to catch my attention. But since then, just, I don't know, I started collecting him, and then went hard at it when National Treasures came out. But I would say that's probably like the real start of, I guess, when I started heavily collecting.
So what was your first big Devin Booker card? National Treasures, Immaculate, Flawless. I mean, and out of those three, which one do you prefer out of those three high-end products?
I remember when National Treasures before it came out, I was really amped up for the release. Before that, I would say my biggest card was like a 1-of-1 select die cut rookie auto, and I remember going back and forth with the seller on that one. I think we ended up getting it for like around $800, but we were just haggling over it. That was probably my favorite card up until National Treasures came out. And I remember I was just hunting eBay, hunting like YouTube box breaks, looking for that, the Logo Man auto out of National Treasures, and finally showed up on eBay. And I ended up missing out on it. I ended up going to a really wealthy collector. But then after that, I was like, okay, second best, probably it's got to be the Logo Man. So I ended up finding one on eBay, securing that, and then made a couple connections with a couple friends. Ended up getting another National Treasures Logo Man, one from China and then another one from Australia. And so I ended up completing the whole set. And I did that pretty early on. Those were probably my three biggest purchases from his rookie year, and my three probably favorite cards in my collection. But I guess with your second question, Flawless, Immaculate, and National Treasures, I'll probably have to take Flawless on this one. It doesn't get as much hobby love as National Treasures, but Flawless is just beautiful. Yeah.
Dude, well said, man. So how do you feel about everybody right now in the hobby, it's all, Luka, Zion, Trey, Tatum. Yeah, exactly. Ja. And how do you feel? I feel like Devin Booker gets so much disrespect. Like he doesn't get enough respect, I deep down inside, I'm a competitive person, and I want to show the world that man, what I see in Devin Booker is I see that assassin in him. I see that dog in him, and lots of these other guys, I don't see that. And right when Devin Booker first got into the playoffs, I mean, he leads our Phoenix Suns to the NBA finals, and you see a lot of these other guys. I mean, of course, you have to have that, right team around you, for instance, with Luka, he's incredible, right? But he hasn't, had that talent around him, and he hasn't, gotten out of that first round. He's lost to the Clippers the first, 2 series he's been in the playoffs. So it's what is it what would you tell, or what would be some type of advice you could give somebody, coming into the hobby and everybody's screaming at them, buy Luka, buy Trey, buy Ja, buy Zion. What kind of advice would you tell somebody, coming into the hobby, advising them, to buy Devin Booker?
Let's see. I mean, I think what's so unique about Devin Booker is that he's got such a strong character. Like if you just look at him on social media and just the way he carries himself, like he's so mature and like so far past like all these other younger guys, in my opinion. And like you said, he's an assassin. Like I just feel like he doesn't care about all this outside noise. Like, for example, like on his Instagram, he doesn't have people comment on his photos. So like he just quiets everything down. I have a lot of respect for Devin Booker, and I guess what I would say is just like collect who you like. I mean, at the end of the day, um, I love Devin Booker, and it just comes down to media coverage. At the end of the day, like Luka, ever since he came in the league, I mean, his National Treasures RPA was like maybe 20K, which was a ton back then. That was before the boom, and I think around that time, maybe Devin Booker was around 5K. So I mean, it's just crazy. And then with Zion selling his Orange Prism selling for 66K recently, MPJ Black Prism rookie auto 1 of 1 selling for 60K as well.
Dude, I mean, I totally hear you. It's almost like it's never good enough. Devin Booker takes our Phoenix Suns to the NBA Finals, and everybody's saying, "Oh, it was Chris Paul." I of course it was. It's a team effort. It takes a team, to get to where you want to be. You have to have that collective group around you. But still, even to this time, and like in another example, like he's a 2-time All-Star. First time, it was because Damian Lillard was hurt, and then this time, after the numbers he's putting up, I mean that's just disrespect, man.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know. It's gonna this year. People are gonna catch on. He's been disrespected for far too long. I just hope people just go on YouTube, watch his highlights, man. That's all you need to see. He's like, sorry. Let me talk about one of the more recent purchases. Probably like my most expensive one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the two Logo Man autos. I bought this during the Lakers series before Book dropped the 47 points. So I don't know. Like I had to haggle with the guy a little bit, but I'm just glad that I got it before that Lakers 47-point game. Like I don't know how someone can watch that and not say like, wow, this guy's gonna be the next big thing, and no one else. Like not a lot of people can do that against the Lakers. Go to their home crib, and then in Game 6 just close it out like the way he did. 47 points. It was insane.
Exactly. And whether the media is right or wrong on this whole issue with people saying, of course, Anthony Davis when he went down, it's always something else. It feels like it's always something else with Devin Booker. It's not necessarily Devin Booker. It's like what's going on around him. It's like, oh, AD got hurt, that's why Phoenix won the series. It's like people went, like you said it perfectly. Like I think this year, because he's only, well, he'll be turning what, like 25 at the 25. Start. Yeah, he'll be turning 25 at the start of the season. So that's just entering his prime, and so it's like with all those numbers, with everything he's accomplished, and he's only 24, and he's about to turn 25. Scoring 70 points. 2-time All-Star. Gold medal in the Olympics. Even I even considered, like, when he won the 3-point contest, All-Star weekend. I was pumped about that.
Yeah, no, me too. And that was against Curry and Clay, I think.
Right. So I mean, like everything, and he's almost, I think he's super close to already, scoring like 10,000 points already. So it's like he's done all this.
It's insane. Like you said, I guess closest to 10K. He's like, every time he reaches another accolade or a career high points, it's always right behind LeBron, KD, Carmelo. Like insane.
Like I was saying, in the intro, I in my opinion, I think you have the best Devin Booker sports card collection in the world. Do you prefer just like your rookie logo? Because you have the rookie logo mans, and then you also have the rookie logo man autos. So obviously, I'm sure those are your most favorite, of course. But would you prefer like which ones of your rookie cards are like your favorite as of Devin Booker? Because you have so many one of ones. Like how many total one of ones you have of Booker from his rookie year, and then how many total logo mans do you have?
I think I have over 30 at this point. And then with a logo man, my logo man counts around 11. Right. Okay, so I have a top 10. Really quick, I can just briefly go through them.
Yeah, man.
So number one, I got his RPA from Flawless. Like I told you earlier, I prefer Flawless, and his RPA. It was really cool because actually it's the only product in his rookie year that he signed his number with his autograph. So that's pretty special. Only his rookie year and only for the Flawless one of one set. So like all the other Flawless cards, autoed cards, it's just his regular autograph. But for the one of ones, he signed it with his number, which is really cool. I think he kind of took a liking to that one because he did something special for it. So that's a pretty special set. Next, like you said earlier, the Logo Man autographs, they're actually from his second year. So I got that one from National Treasures, and then the same one from Flawless, his sophomore year, Logo Man autograph. And then, like you said, yeah, I'm a Logo Man collector at the end of the day. Like you said, like I said earlier, I have 11 now. But other than that, I also got like I was saying earlier, the MPJ Black Prism autograph rookie card that sold for $60K. I have that same exact card, but of Booker. And the cool story behind that one, actually, some guy just reached out to me on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh, I see you're like a big Devin Booker fan. Like, I have one of his best cards. Like, I'd like to share with you." He just sent it to me. I'm like, "Yeah, I need that." So that one, and then a Logo Man. I have one from Gold Standard. It's an on-card autograph with a logo tag. That one's in my top 10. And then his RPA, and then a couple other Flawless rookie autographs. Yeah, those are my favorite. I prefer the one-of-ones, like we said earlier. One of ones from high-end products, and then Logo Mans. Those are probably my favorite, and probably gonna stay in my collection for forever.
You mentioned you've met him a few times. What is your favorite Devin Booker moment? You and Devin Booker, meeting him in person.
It's gotta be that time. There was a season ticket holder event for the Phoenix Suns, and so I've been season ticket holders for like through the really bad years. I would go see him play with like Tyler Ulis and Marquise Chris, Dragon Bender, like a really bad squad. But I would just go to Phoenix to watch him. The thing about having a bad team is that they have really good. They have really good perks for the whole season ticket holders. So
yeah.
There was a go-kart event. My dad and I flew down to Phoenix, and you were just there. They were signing autographs. All the players were there, and we were going to go watch the players go-kart race. And Devin Booker won, actually. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was the longest line for Devin Booker, and I had to be there. And actually, I got there by the time the cutoff was almost happening. And so I remember when I first saw him, when he first saw me, he saw my shirt, or my hoodie, and I had a picture of him after his 70-point game, and it said GOAT on top.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, he winked, and then he's like, I didn't see him yet. I was like further down the line, but he saw me, winked at me. Then when I got there, he signed my card and said, like, "I need to get you on my story." And then he took out his camera and then put me on his Instagram story.
That's
and
crazy, man.
I had a one-of-one rookie card autographed by him, and he signed a jersey for me, and he said to my number one fan, Nate. And yeah, that was a pretty crazy experience, man. I never gonna forget that, and that's why I'm such a big fan. And I'm just happy that I got in early, man. Like you said, you think I have one of the best collections or the best collection of his, and I'm just thankful, man, I got in early because, like you said, he's an assassin, he's a killer, and he's only 24 years old, and he's already been to a finals. Like, couple years, I want to see him be the face of the NBA, and hopefully we got a chip.
I know, right? Thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
Of course, man. Thanks for asking.